Welcome to another exciting episode on the AMA series brought to you by Crypto TV Plus. My name is Ogbene Osesumen. Thank you for joining us. You might be wondering, what is AMA series all about? It is an Ask Me Anything program brought to you by Crypto TV Plus. Here we invite experts in the blockchain industry, in the crypto space, and we take a deep dive into their lives, their projects, and everything they are doing, how they have gotten to where they have gotten to. So today, before we meet our guest, there is giveaway. Yes, what is a show without a giveaway? 50,000 naira will be going to 10 lucky persons. How do you get to participate? Just be active in this program. The best comments and the best questions get to win 5,000 naira each. Do not forget to follow Crypto TV Plus on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Crypto TV Plus. And also, you have to download the Roqqu app and sign in. Okay, before we meet our guest, you might be wondering, who are we having today? We are having the CEO and lead developer of Roqqu in the person, Mr. Onomor, Eseoghene Benjamin. Before we call him up, let's meet him and get to know him more.
Benjamin is the CEO and lead developer of Roqqu, a 25 years old with a bachelor's degree in electronics and computer engineering from the University of Port Harcourt. While in the university, Benjamin started a group with his friends called Ions Group, a group that helped teach people how to build web and mobile apps, robotics and automation at no charge. Right after school, Benjamin started a company called Elatech Limited, which created two flagship products, Roqqu, a blockchain product, and Ufinix, an online academy for coding. Roqqu has onboarded 36,000 users and processed over $3.5 million in volume, while Ufinix has trained 6,000 people globally on how to code and build tech products. He is an ambitious and hardworking young man who is committed to the digital space and also developing young minds.
Wow. Hello, Mr. Onomor. Thank you for joining us on today's program. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you
Oh,
for having me.
all right. It's nice to have you. And I hope we have a great time on this program. So let's get straight down to business. You talked about starting up a company called Elatech Limited after school. Please tell us about the company and how you were able to start up something like that at that young age.
This group which we had, it's called Ions Group.
Okay?
We were sort of like a group of students. We wanted to build stuff. So we wanted to build tech products. We wanted to build websites. We wanted to build apps. But many people didn't really have those skills back then. So we wanted to help teach other people. So immediately after school, I think we kind of just transitioned into having our own company. So I and my co-founder, Uchenna Unodim, immediately after school, we started the company. We started building mobile apps for people. Yeah, we had a couple of clients which we built some real cool apps for, and some websites as well. So it was basically more of like a transition from what we were doing in school, the Ions Group. So we sort of like just transitioned it into a company after school. Yeah.
To have that idea at that young age. Okay, in your profile, you also mentioned that Elatech Limited created two flagship products, Roqqu,
Yeah.
that's a blockchain product, and Ufinix, an online
Yeah.
academy for coding. So please tell us about these products.
Okay. Ufinix is primarily an educational startup where we teach people how to code. So right from time, I come from a family of teachers. Both my parents are teachers. My mom and dad, they've been teachers for as long as I can I can remember. So coming from a family of teachers, I had that instinct to teach. I've always loved to teach other people. I've even done it at my own expense, where I even had to spend my own money to to train other people. So
Wow.
basically, Ufinis was set up because of that, to try to teach people how to code. Because personally, I believe coding is a liberator. It can liberate the youths.
Okay.
So I personally wanted to teach people. I knew it. I knew how to do it, and I
Okay.
knew how to do it well. So I wanted to help train other people so they could get to learn what I know and how it could impact their lives as well. So basically, that's what Ufinis is about. People sign up online, they take our courses. We have web courses, we have mobile apps. So let's say, for instance, you want to learn how to build a mobile app from scratch. Registering on Ufinis, that will help you get from ground zero to to level 100. Yeah, I'll say that. So Ufinis is basically an online academy. If you think of the likes of Udacity and the rest, so it's kind of like in that space. That's what Ufinis is about. Then Roqqu is our blockchain startup where people can buy and sell cryptocurrencies easily and safely.
All
It's very easy to use. We built it primarily for ease of use, because we found out that in the market there were so many difficult products you
Okay.
use, but very hard to navigate. You wanted to deposit funds, you have to go through rigorous processes.
Yeah.
So many products out there were very difficult to use. So we thought of, let's build up something that will be easy for people, the average person on the street, to be
Okay.
easy for the person to purchase some bitcoins. So we tried as much as possible to make it as easy as possible. Very, very easy. It's currently the easiest that I know of. If there's anyone easier than it, we will go and edit it. We'll go and edit it to make it easier than that. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right. Thank you so much for that. If you're watching this program, do not forget to be active. If you have questions for Mr. Onomor, who is the CEO of Roqqu, please drop your questions in the comment section. Do not forget, the best questions and the best comments get to win 5,000 naira each. Well, there's a question from King T. James, and he's saying, or he's asking, what's the idea behind the name Roqqu?
Okay. Roku primarily was the name came from, I think, from a deep place. It doesn't mean anything in particular. It doesn't mean anything in particular. It was basically just we slept and woke up and we're like, this is such a nice name. Maybe we should go with this. Yeah. So it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, right? Yeah. It's not an acronym for anything. It's just more of like abstract, completely abstract.
Okay, okay. A lot of questions are coming in from the comment section, but before we take them, let's move on. Roku has onboarded now 52,000 people. You say 52,000 users and processed $3.5 million in volume at the time of writing, while Ufinix has trained 6,000 people globally. Am I right? I'm right.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So how were you able to pull such number? How did you go about it? Pulling such number of people.
Okay. I'm going to start with Roku. I think people just get to use easy stuff. It shows a market for people that want an easy way to buy and sell crypto. Okay, before we built Roku, there were a couple of tools out there which people were using, but most often times you always hear complaints of how difficult it was, how the charges were too high. So we listened to people and focused on solving those key problems. So one of the key problems we solved was the ease of use. We made sure we built it with the latest technology at the time to ensure that it's the easiest possible way for someone to buy crypto in Nigeria. That's one thing that has driven our growth. We were able to sign up new people into blockchain space, people that have not had any experience at all using Bitcoins or Ethereum. We're able to sign them up and they're able to get running immediately. The second key thing is the charges. We made sure our charges were as low as possible. We're currently the
Okay.
only platform in the world, I think,
Yeah.
that offers zero deposit fees.
Wow, that's
It's
awesome.
zero. Yeah. If
That's
you want to
awesome.
put in 100K from your card, it's zero fees. You
Wow.
get 100K immediately. So
Wow.
I think in Nigeria, we're the only platform doing that, and I think people really really love that. That's driven our growth massively. People
Wow.
get to tell their friends this place is cheaper, this place is
Yeah.
better. That's been
It
what
brings
our key driving factor has been.
it brings more people to your app.
Yes, exactly,
Okay, that
exactly.
is great. Okay, moving on. The next question. Roku is a platform that enables buying, selling, and storing of cryptocurrencies. And your profile also states that you love to teach. So, if by any chance our viewers don't understand what cryptocurrency is, will you please be kind enough to explain, as from the position of a teacher, what is cryptocurrency to you?
Okay, so I should do that right now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Basically, cryptocurrency is more of like, I'm going to try and break it down as much as possible in
Okay.
layman terms.
All right.
Okay, now we have the traditional cash. We have the normal money which we send to our friends, which I can hand over to you, you can hand over to me, which we use in transacting. Okay,
Okay.
but that traditional finance has some problems. Let's say, for instance, I want to transfer money to somebody in the US.
Okay.
I'll have to go through some third parties, like I have to go through my bank. My bank will have to go through SWIFT, which is in charge of international payments. So that money, let's say I want to send 100,000 naira from Nigeria to the US, that money can take as much as 4 days to get to the US. The reason why it takes that long is because of the many people in between. There's so many people in between that has to check and balance every single cash that is moving around. So that is slow. That is slow. That is expensive. So what cryptocurrencies are is that they are decentralized finance, which helps eliminate all those middlemen. If you take away all the middlemen, you've saved time, you've saved money as well. It makes it easier. So I can just send my money from here down to the US, and it can get there within minutes because there's no more middleman, there's no more bureaucracy and all of that. So cryptocurrencies is an easier way of moving money, basically in layman terms. It's an easier way of transferring value. I can send you money and you get it immediately. That's what cryptocurrencies are.
Yeah, they are really fire questions. Okay, so someone is asking, si Alubarika, is Roku a wallet or an exchange? That is from
Uh, for now, it's a wallet. We're a wallet,
it is a wallet,
not really an exchange. Yes, it is a wallet, not an exchange.
not an exchange. Okay, that has
Yes,
been
an
clarified.
exchange is where people can exchange themselves, more of
Okay.
like Mr. A meets Mr. B. They exchange it. That's what an exchange is. But a wallet is where you can store and you
Yeah.
trade directly with the company. You can buy and sell from the company. You are not meeting somebody online. You don't have to chat up with anybody. You are
Okay.
dealing directly with Roku as a company. Yeah, that's a wallet.
That's okay. So it has been cleared. Roku is a wallet and not an exchange. Thank you for that. Another
Yeah.
question. A lot of questions. This is from Wilfred Malachi. How do you break even running zero fee withdrawal? I think that question
Okay,
needs to be
that's how do we
rephrased.
break even.
Yeah, break even, running zero fee withdrawal.
Okay, currently our target is not primarily currently our target is not to we're not focusing on the profit for now. We're not looking at yes, we're not focused on that for now. What we are focused on building is something that people would love. We want to get a product out there that people can care about, that people would really start using. So our motive primarily for now, we're not set on profit or trying to break even or trying to 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 cash out or make some huge bucks out of it. But for now, we are just focused on the product, trying to make the product as best as it could be, something that people would love and care about.
A lot of questions are coming in. I will try as much as possible to take most questions. And before I go on this commercial break, please do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Crypto TV Plus. Don't forget also to download the Roqqu app and sign in.
Yeah.
If you still have questions for Mr. Onomor, please drop them because 5,000 naira, 50,000 naira actually is going to 10 people today. We'll go on this quick commercial break and we will be right back.
Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech, and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.
All right. Thank you for sticking with us. If you are just joining us, this is the AMA series brought to you by Crypto TV Plus, your most trusted source for everything blockchain and fintech. This is a platform that got you covered from news to entertainment to education. Yeah, we are that good. We have in the house the CEO of Roqqu, Mr. Onomor Eseoghene Benjamin. Thank you for sticking with us, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. There are a lot of questions, though. A lot of questions from the community at large. Okay. People have been having issues with sending their money to their trust wallets with your app. They talk about it not reflecting in their wallet. What do you have to say about this?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of massive growth, I'm trying not to use the word massive, but that's what it actually is. We're basically just a year old, so we really have to scale the infrastructure really fast. That's why even as a person, I really have so much time for myself now because we're always working, trying to scale the application, trying to get it to a scale where 50,000 people can start using immediately. So definitely, you are sure going to have a few bumps on the way. You're definitely going to have some people that are going to complain. We had to recently get in over 10 support staff. We had to do that in less than 2 weeks. All of this while the platform is still running. So we've been under so much pressure to scale the platform. Definitely, some people are going to have some hiccups, but we get every single person's issue resolved. The reason why some of the comments you see them online, there's not been any response is because many of them, their issues have actually been resolved. We have a ticket system on the platform, which we focus on, and also our emails as well. You can create a ticket on the platform, we'll get it, and then we'll resolve it for you. Definitely, for every single product out there, people must have a couple of questions, a couple of concerns. Oh, I did this, I did that. Things are bound to fail. Take for instance, today there was banking issues. We had some banking issues. Generally, it hits our own personal bank, which we use for our business. But the customers, you don't have to start explaining all of that to them. It's left for you, the business owner, to solve those problems
Yeah.
and get their funds to them.
Yeah.
But before you do, you're definitely going to experience some lag, a couple of maybe minutes or hours for people to get some funds. Once people try to reach out, they're unable to get to you, definitely going to go on social media and they're going to try to speak up over the, yeah. So it's been really crazy. When you have to attend to 52,000 persons, there will still definitely be some time lag. So that's all. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, one problem which we had when we started was we had a big decision to make, a decision of either to use to build everything ourselves or to integrate with third-party APIs. That's for the blockchains and all. So that was a big decision to make, but I'm very glad we decided to build everything ourselves. It took us some time. It was a big hurdle. It was a big issue because having to scale this rapidly, if we were reliant on third-party APIs, that means that we would have been subject to them. They could one day wake up and decide to turn off our service, and it would be an issue for us. But I'm so glad we went with having to build our own infrastructure. It took us a long time. It took us a year to build. It took us a whole year to build that. It was a very, very, very Herculean task. We had to put in all our knowledge on the table. We had to get an extra developer. We had to dot the I's and cross the T's. It was a humongous task for us. But I'm very glad we were able to scale through that. So I think that's the biggest issue we've had so far. That's the biggest. Okay, I'd say my biggest fear comes from the users. Basically, I don't really like it when people get to lose money. I hate it so much. So one of my biggest fear is waking up one day and then maybe the Bitcoin price has crashed so much that so many people have lost so much of their money. That's a big fear for me. I hate that. I hate to see people feel sad about funds, about money. It brings me. That's my biggest fear. So I think basically that's it. You most likely catch me either playing football or swimming. Those are two major things. I love to swim. I love to swim. Uh, I remember when I started learning how to swim, it's something that I really love to do. I saw people doing it. I liked them when I saw it. So I told myself that I was going to learn how to swim, which I eventually did. And yeah, I love to swim. And then lastly, I love to watch movies. I watch a lot of movies. Somehow I find time to watch movies a whole lot. I've seen a lot of movies. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. My advice to people that want to come into crypto is always make sure you study. Crypto is not just something you just jump into. You have to study. You have to learn to read. You have to learn to watch videos. You have to learn to listen to platforms like Crypto TV Plus, hear other people speak about crypto, so you get to know basically what it is as a whole. So it's very, very, very important that you do that. You learn what Bitcoin is. You learn what Ethereum, what blockchains are. it's very, very important you do that before you start investing your money or before you start trading or doing any crypto related activity. It's very important you do that. Yeah. Okay, that's a tough question. Okay, what we did early on in our journey was we took up some external projects. We had to build stuffs for some people. We had to take some side jobs. We had to take some build some websites for some people and got paid from those. That was how we were able to finance everything from the beginning. So I think that sort of like catered for our basic expenses, though it wasn't much. I can remember there were times where we would go home with as low as 20,000 naira in a month, uh, but we knew exactly what we wanted, so we kept on pushing. We kept on pushing, and I think it also pays to get to communicate the vision. Always speak with them. Always talk about the vision, where the company is headed. So I think that's what I did basically early on. Yeah. Okay, I would say it's very secure, but just like most platforms will tell you, they tell you how secure it is and all, but there's something which we did early on in our journey, which is we took a whole lot of time to build our infrastructure. The Roku infrastructure is different from the Roku wallet. They're different things. We have Roku as an infrastructure where we can generate addresses, confirm transactions, and do all of that. We actually have two products which we built on top of that infrastructure. It's Roku Wallet and then Roku for Business, where businesses can accept payments using cryptocurrencies. So early on, we were pushing for that. So Roku is not just the Roku wallet you see, it's Roku infrastructure and Roku wallet. The Roku infrastructure is completely secure. All funds there are perfectly safe. We've never had any breach, we've never had any tamper, and this is more than a year with over 52,000 customers. So it's very, very secure. Yeah. 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 Okay, I think I try to see cryptocurrencies for their vision. I think we have currently more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies, basically, but each one of them have their own purpose. Take for instance, Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its use, has its focus. Ethereum is another one. It has its purpose. We have EOS. It has its own purpose. So all of them have their separate purpose. I don't like to say them as one thing, as oh, they are all one thing. No, they are doing they are serving different needs. So EOS have their vision, what is driving it. The same with Ethereum, they have their vision behind it. The same thing with Dash, those at Steam and Hive, XRP. Every single crypto has its purpose. So provided the vision remains true, provided the vision remains the same, and the team behind it keeps pushing it, I doubt that the price will ever go to zero. We even see from history, we can see that cryptocurrencies, the prices keep rising. The ones with vision, talking about just the ones with vision. But that doesn't mean there are not visionless crypto projects. There are so many visionless coins out there that they tell people come and buy, come and buy. But when there is no vision behind the project, it goes to zero eventually. But the vision of Bitcoin remains the same, keeps charging forward, and that's why you see the price keeps rising.
Is from Joshua Temi Fanira. He says, why crypto? Why did you go into the crypto business? Why not agriculture or oil and gas? So why did you choose crypto?
Okay, we've actually touched a bit of education. We have a
Okay.
product in education, but
All right.
we decided to go into finance. What we went into was finance. But
Okay.
when we entered into finance, we realized that finance, as we know it, as the world knows it, is fading away. There's a new financial system, which are cryptocurrencies. So there was no point building on top of the old financial system.
Okay.
We decided to just go into the future and build for the future. And so far, cryptocurrencies are not yet established as an industry. It's not yet a solid industry like banking or like agriculture. So it's still relatively new. A lot of people are still trying it out. So we decided to help people to build that new industry. We decided to come in there so as to help build that new industry. So that's why we went into crypto. That's why.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that. Now we know why you went into crypto. This is
Yeah.
from Adeleke Anuoluwapo. He's asking, do you have plans for making Roku tokens like Binance's BNB? Hmm.
That's a tough one. Okay,
What do you
I know
have
I
to
didn't see
say?
that coming, but for now, we don't have plans for that for now. But somewhere along the line, we know it's something we can consider. It's something we can consider. Nothing is off the table at this point. So everything is
All
still on the
right.
table. But for now, it's not in our short-term plans. It's not in our short-term plans.
Okay, thank you for that. A lot of questions are coming in. I'm sorry, I cannot take all of the questions. Okay, now, what is the next big thing we should look forward from Roku? What is the next big thing?
Okay, so currently though I don't want to spill, but we're currently working on an international remittance system, uh, an app where people can easily send money across the world using blockchain as the underlying infrastructure. No, it's not enough to have a new financial system. You have to apply that financial system. You have to show people that it's possible. You have to bring it to the masses. You have to bring it what people can use every day. It's not enough to just buy some bitcoins and keep in your wallet. It's not enough to own Ethereums. You basically need to integrate this with
For joining us. Thank you
and
for sticking with
integrate
us.
with
Okay, he's back.
the new thing. That's the new thing we're working on. We call the app Money app for
Okay.
now. So yeah.
All right, all right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, one cannot underestimate the power of a mentor. So, can you tell us who your mentor is and why?
Okay.
A little network problem from his end. Hopefully, he joins us soon. If you are still with us, do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at Crypto TV Plus. Questions are coming in. I know I cannot take everybody's questions, but I'll try as much as possible to take the ones I can take. And do not forget, 50,000 are going to 10 lucky persons. The best comments, the best questions, you go home with 5,000 naira each. Well, you what you have to do, you have to download the Roku app and sign in. Okay, Mr. Onomor is here. Hello, Mr. Onomor, are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Okay, we did not hear your answer to the
Okay, I'm
last
very
question.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, my my mentor is Elon Musk.
Okay.
That's my mentor.
All right.
Yeah, I really admire him so much. He's very visionary.
Yeah.
He's thinking of solving planetal problems, how to
Oh,
solve traveling for the entire human race. And
okay.
for me, that's really crazy. And I really admire that a lot. I've seen all his videos, like everything he has on the internet. I've seen it. So it's
Oh.
somebody I admire, look up to. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that smile. I actually like the way you smile. It's all right. A lot. Oh wow,
Thank you.
a lot of questions are coming in. A lot. Okay, so wow, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, this is from for Lion Olaniyi, and he's asking what has been your greatest setbacks? I think. Okay, what has been your greatest setbacks? What has been your greatest setbacks?
Okay. As a person or as a company?
As a person and as a company, both.
Okay. My greatest setback was when I just finished school.
Okay.
Things were very tough for me. So, having finished school, the normal way you have to start looking for a job and all of that. It was very daunting for me. Coming from a background where all I knew was how to build stuffs, how to build websites for people and apps. So it was really tough because back then people were not really into all this app stuff. Imagine you building an app for somebody that they didn't even care about what your app does or, or whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't even care about it at all. So it was really hard. It was really tough getting to survive as a
Yeah.
person and then have to start up a company in that kind of scenario where even surviving as an individual was already difficult. Now trying to lead a company, it was very very tough for me. It was very tough. So that has been my biggest setback so far.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Onomor. It was nice having you on today's episode. I trust our viewers will want to connect with you. Please, can you share your website and your social media handles so that the community and your viewers and your mentees can connect with you?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll put all of that
The
in the comment
comment
section
section.
so
All right.
people could, yeah, so people could just copy it up from Facebook.
Okay, thank you for honoring our invitation to share your knowledge with millions across the world. I'm sure your fans and mentees would love to have you again, to have you join us
Yeah,
again. Thank you. Thank you so
yeah.
much, Mr.
Thank
Onomor.
thank you for having me.
And
Thank you
keep
for having me.
smiling.
Crypto TV Plus.
All right, all right. If you wow, that was an awesome interview with Mr. Onomor, the CEO of Roqqu and lead developer of Roqqu. Wow. We got to learn a lot from him. We got to ask him questions. He clarified a lot of things. Well, if you missed this, you can watch this on YouTube, on Facebook. The videos are there. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Crypto TV Plus. Well, a lot of questions came in. I'm sorry that I couldn't read everybody's questions, but the best questions and the best comments will be picked, and trust me, your account numbers will be asked for and you'll be credited. Thank you for sticking with us. This is AMA series brought to you by Crypto TV Plus. Till we see next time, stay safe. Bye.